ready for some more 70s guitar intros? I've got 5 of them lined up. They're really easy, they're fun to play, and everybody will know them. They're guaranteed to say, dude, you're awesome. So that was Foreigner with Hot Blooded. I've got Led Zeppelin and Ted Nugent and 2 others that I'll keep a secret. So let's get to this thing. Begin here in G major. Right here, G major, I use, my thumb. You can use a bar chord if you want to, but start on the low notes of a G major chord like that. So you got the 3rd fret of the low E string, 5th of the A, and the D string, and go. Get some palm muting, build up, and explode into that chord right there on the low notes. And then you go to the 5th fret of the D and the G strings, like that. Then 5th fret of the D and 4th fret of the G string. So what you really do is by playing this chord, you just lay that finger down, but what you don't want to do is release that note. Keep that on the 5th fret right there. So it goes, and that's the key note right there. Then you slide it up to the 8th fret. Basically the same exact thing, F major shape, but on the 8th fret. So you're in a C major, and then you just lay this finger flat on the 10th fret of the A, D, and G strings right there. And those are the 2 main notes right there on the D and G string. So you can see all I'm doing is playing that chord and then laying my finger down. That one is super easy. All right, let's move on to Taking Care of Business by BTO. Classic blues shape right there in a C major on the 8th fret. You're really using that same F chord shape on the 8th fret. And you begin here, right there, 8th fret of the low E and 10th fret of the A string, and go. Then use that pinky. This is a good one to test out your pinky strength. Get your thumb back here, don't squeeze too hard. And the pinky goes on the 12th fret of the A string. So, just classic blues shape. Then you go down 2 frets to the 6th fret of the low E and 8th fret of that A string. Pinky goes on the 10th fret and back off. And then this time you're going 8th of the A string and 10th of the D string. So it's exactly what we just did a minute ago, but now you're on the D string, A string and D strings to the 12th fret of that D string and back down to where we started from. And you put it all together. Get that kind of rhythm and you'll be good to go. All right, let's move on to Cat Scratch Fever by Ted Nugent. It's an A major. It goes like this. Very cool. So it starts off with this little major note here on the 6th fret of the G string. Slides it down 2 frets to the 2nd fret of the G string, and now, so that A major area. You could also go like that, where you're just putting both fingers on the D and G strings on the 6th fret and slide them down right there to the 2nd fret. And whatever you do, you go. It's really easy. You basically put your finger on the 2nd fret of the D and G strings, then the 4th fret of those same D and G strings, back down, and then slide it up to the 5th fret of the D and G strings, and you want to vibrato it as much as you can every time. Then go like this, 2nd fret, hammer onto the 4th and back off. So again, same notes, 2nd fret of the D and G strings, and you hammer it onto the 4th of the D and G, and pull it off, back to the 2nd, and then back to the 5th, like that. Then does it again. And this time you slide it down from the 5th to the 4th and hit it twice on that 2nd fret right there. So one more time. Very cool. And you can mix mix and match there just to make it really easy on yourself. Okay, let's move on to one of the coolest intros of all time, Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. Now, that one was a little bit hard to do because I don't have a capo. You could technically play it in E minor, or E major. That's easier, but you hit the open E and go to the 12th fret. But the song is in F sharp major minor like this, minor like this. So either you put a capo down on this fret and then, you know, hit the 14th fret up there, or do what I did. Really cool. It works out your picking technique because you got to go from the low E string on the 2nd fret, like that, then to the 4th fret of the D string, just one time, and right back to that 2nd fret. So if you go. Now, one little tip here is once you get your fingers here, make sure you don't move them, and then put your eyes over here. That'll help you focus on going from this string, like that, to that one, and right back down. So if you can do a downstroke on that fret and then an upstroke on this one. Very cool. Then A major, E major, and then back to F sharp minor. And I'll give you a little bonus. It goes A major, B major, C major. And if you just sort of dig in, don't worry about hitting all the perfect notes. That one is really cool and fun to play. Takes a little minute to learn. Okay, let's hit the last one. It's American Woman by the Guess Who in E major. Now this one has a couple nuances. Really, it's a couple janky guitars from the early 70s, and there's two guitars, I think. One of them's going like this. So let me show you that one first. 7th fret of the 7th fret of the low E string, 5th fret of the A string, and 7th fret of the A string right there. Back down to the 5th, and back up to the 7th of that A string, and then it goes 5th fret of the D string and bends it up like that. So like that. So that second time around, it sort of shortens it, slides down from the 7th fret. But at the same time, there's this guitar going something like that. So the way I played it was like this. I started off with the same notes, 7th of the low E, 5th of the A string, and slide it up to the 7th fret, and now you're in an E major bar chord right there. So open E, 7th of the A string, and then 9th of the D, G, and B strings, and you go and slide it down 2 frets, keep that open E going. It's like a D major, and back to E. So all together. Isn't that cool? Just try that a couple times over and over, and on that last one, slide it down. Now as a bonus, I'll give you this. Ready? American Woman. Very cool. Start on the 5th fret of the A string, 7th of the A string, and slide it up to the 9th of the A string. Switch fingers and go 9th, 10th, 12th of the A string. Now, take this finger, put on the 10th of the high E string, and then hit that one, which is on the 9th of the G string, 8th of the B string, and slide it up to the 9th. So, like that. Then you go like this. What is this? I always get them wrong. 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th of the high E string, 12th of the B, 14th, 15th of the B string. So all together. American Woman. There you go. There's 5 quick intros from the 70s. A blast to play and not that hard to learn, right? So hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you around for some more videos like this. See ya.